guys, as you can see, I'm not in my normal filming space. I actually just recorded an episode for my podcast, Holy Hype, and I'm just gonna do my Q&A here since I already have my setup going on here. So you're on the couch with me, and we're just gonna answer some questions today that you guys left me on Instagram. So if you're brand new here, my name is Stav, and this is my channel, She Equips Herself. And my goal on this channel is to help you become more confident and competent gun owners and just show you how to make a gun part of your daily life without it being this overwhelming big change. So let's start with question number 1. What is your favorite CC gun for petite women? That is a really good question. I am a petite woman. I'm 5'2", pretty small. And I don't like a big gun on me because, frankly, they're uncomfortable. I used to carry a Shield, then a Shield Plus, and recently I've been carrying a Bodyguard 2.0 by Smith & Wesson. And it has been my favorite, not just because it's easy to carry, because it is super easy to carry, especially for like if you have a small frame, but it's also great to shoot. Like, it's fun to shoot, it's not painful at all, it's comfortable, it's accurate, like it's a good shooter, and it's also very easy to carry. That's my current favorite. Before that, I was also carrying the Glock 42, which is another 380, and that is also a great carry gun for petite people because of how small it is. But there's so many different guns out there. Like, I could tell you my favorites, but your hands are different. A gun is gonna feel different to you. You're gonna prefer something else maybe. So I would recommend you check out the playlist I have on my channel called Finding the Perfect Carry Gun. I did a series where I tested out dozens of different carry guns, and I gave you my opinions on them. I compared some of them. So check that out if you have some guns in mind. And then ideally, if you can go to like a range where they let you rent guns and you can try them side by side, that would be the best way to figure out what actually works for you, because it's one thing to like hold one in a gun shop and it's another to actually get to fire shots down range with it. But my favorite right now is the Bodyguard 2.0, but I also really like the Glock 42 if you're looking for like a small 380. Someone else asked, best recommendation for new gun owner. I had her clarify because I didn't know what that meant. She's asking because she got a gun for home defense and she doesn't have any experience with it. What is my recommendation for getting comfortable with her home defense gun? So number 1, before you like start shooting or even learning about the gun itself necessarily, I would highly recommend you take a home defense legal class. Like, find a class in your state that teaches the use of force of home defense, like the laws of the use of force when it comes to home defense in your state, because the laws vary state by state. In some states you can shoot someone if they're on your property, in other states you can't. Like, you need to know when you're allowed to use a lethal tool for home defense in your state. And that, like, I can't overstate that, because you might think you're doing the right thing by defending your property, but you might be totally in the wrong legally. So take a legal class on the gun laws in your state, take a home defense class specifically so that you know what you are and are not allowed to do legally in your state. Second, get some training with an instructor with your gun, like the exact gun that you're talking about that you have no experience with. Get training one-on-one if you can, and then also take classes with it. Classes are a great way to get used to your gun, get a lot of rounds down range while actually like working on specific skills. So my husband used to teach a home defense lecture class, but then he also taught like shotgun and rifle classes. So whatever gun you want to use for your home defense, take classes with it, get training, but most importantly, know the law. Okay, next question. For a workout question, how much do you weigh and how much can you lift? I weigh 110 pounds. I can deadlift my weight. I don't know for bench press. I have like chicken wing arms, so maybe like 55-pound bench press. Yeah, I don't know what you're looking for there. I do lift weights, but I'm not good at like tracking my maximum. Like, I just lift as much as I can when I go lift. I should probably track that. Someone asked, has your concealed carry ever set off a store alarm? I just started carrying and I'm nervous to take it inside with me. No, I'm trying to think like where that would happen. I guess if they had metal detectors. I've never gone through a metal detector with my gun. Maybe this person lives in a place where there are metal detectors in the stores? I don't know. It's never set off just like a generic store alarm. Like I never walked out of CVS and had my gun set off the alarm. But if you have your license and you're allowed to carry there, I don't see why you wouldn't. Like, I would carry anyway with the chance that it would set off the alarm, and like, if you have your license to carry, it should be fine. You don't want to cause a ruckus, obviously, but I carry anywhere I legally can. So if it happens to set off a store alarm, I would probably carry anyway and risk that rather than not carry if I'm legally allowed to carry there. I hope that makes sense. What do you think of the new Smith & Wesson Bodyguard? Okay, I kind of already talked about that. I was invited out to Tennessee by Smith & Wesson I think it was last April. My husband and I went when they were releasing the new Bodyguard 2.0 so that we could try it out, and I filmed some content. I gave you guys our initial thoughts on it, and I filmed videos since then with the new Bodyguard. Short story is I absolutely love it. I was carrying the original Bodyguard until the Carry Comp came out a few months ago, and now I've been carrying the Carry Comp, which I think has much better sights, which is like one of the top reasons I've switched to the Carry Comp, and slightly less recoil, which is barely noticeable because the original Bodyguard 2.0 doesn't recoil that much anyway. But I love the new Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. It fits my hand perfectly. I have small hands, and I feel like that gun was just made for my hands. I love it. Okay, next question. Are you planning to do a 12 days of carry in December? I don't know. I feel like last year I did. I think the year before I did. I might have skipped the year before that. So if you're brand new to my channel and you don't know what I'm talking about, I've done this series called the 12 Days of Carry leading up to Christmas. I usually film the 12 days leading up to Christmas Eve because I don't want to film on Christmas. And I will show you guys my day, like a vlog, and then I'll also show you how I'm carrying that day. So it's the 12 days of carry, 12 days of vlogs plus my carry outfit, and it's fun. I like share that 12 days leading up to Christmas. I usually have some fun activities planned. I don't know if I'm gonna do one this year. Every time I do one, I say like I'm gonna take a break next year just because it's so time consuming and it kind of stresses me out, like the week leading up to Christmas, and I don't really want to be stressed for Christmas. I want to enjoy my Christmas. I might take a break from it this year, or maybe I'll do it different where it's like every other day. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you really want to see a 12 days of carry this year, again, I can suck it up and I'll do it and it'll be fine. If you have another idea for what I can do instead, let me know. But it is fun to do and I like looking back on those videos. But you guys let me know. Do you want me to do 12 days of carry 2025? Let me know what you think. Where do you get your cross necklaces? Okay, so I'm wearing this cross necklace. My aunt gave me this cross necklace, actually. She got it for me from Greece. It's like a silver cross with these little diamonds on it. And my husband got me this stone for our first anniversary. It's October's birthstone. But I'm always wearing a cross. My aunt gave me this from Greece, and I've been wearing these two gold crosses together. One of them is from my aunt from Greece, and the other one is from my cousin from Greece. So unfortunately, I can't tell you like where to get these crosses that I wear because they're all from Greece. Actually, I don't think this one's from Greece, but my aunt got it for me, and I don't know where she got it. But I love my cross necklaces. I wear them all the time. Unfortunately, I can't really tell you where I bought them. Oh, and my mother-in-law gifted me my husband's baptism cross, which is a gold cross that I love from when he got baptized in the Greek Orthodox Church as a baby. So I also wear that gold cross and I love it. As a new Christian creator on YouTube, just monetized, would love to hear tips. So YouTube tips for a new content creator, I guess. So I've been making videos on YouTube for 7 years now. I'd say my number one tip, okay, so I have a couple tips. This might be kind of controversial, but I don't know. I don't like watching videos in my genre. So I will follow other gun tubers, but I don't usually watch their videos because I don't want to get ideas from them and like accidentally copy what they're doing, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to copy their ideas or their opinions. So I honestly don't watch gun YouTube videos. Like, very rarely will I watch a gun YouTube video. But I love other gun tubers. I support them. I follow them. I just don't, like, I want to be original. So I don't like to watch content that's in my genre. So that could apply to you, because I know that Christian YouTube is like a big thing. So if you want to be original, I would say just limit what you're watching other creators doing, as far as like if it's a similar style video. I mean, you could be doing anything. You could be doing like Christian home or vlog content, or like Christian interviews. I don't know what you're doing exactly, but if limit what you watch in that same like style of video, just so that your content can stay more original. And another thing is, like, honestly, just be yourself, because people are gonna watch you for you. There are a lot of other content creators out there, and if you are like authentically yourself, you will attract the right followers, because they're gonna be people who genuinely like you.